Teachers and schools are caught in confusion of whether to teach towards an exam which is only English and Maths based, and because of this there's a fear that schools will only prepare pupils for a test, losing the broad curriculum. In October 2002, with his proposals, Martin McGuinness claimed that his plans would ensure that schools, parents and pupils knew where they stood. But unawareness is present, and teachers need to prepare for the future with or without selection, making this a significant issue for teachers today.
So we decided to go to Holyrood Primary School to talk to Miss Debbie Cruikshanks, the principal there, to find out the effects that this had had on the teachers.
Regardless of whether they do a test or not, it doesn't actually necessarily mean they're doing a test for the purpose of getting a new school. It's the fact that we have them ready for a new school, no matter which school they choose, whether it be a secondary or grammar school. So there has to be selection at some point. I'm not necessarily in agreement that it has to be 11, but society lends itself that children and adults have to select and have to be selected at some point in their career. Whether it be 11, I don't necessarily think that's the right age and stage, but until there's something better, let it stay as being 11. The fact that the executive have no longer guided us, and we very much, and it's not, again, I'm not been drawn on one particular person or anything, it's just in general that there's no leadership there to take it forward as to the position we're in now and where we want to be. There's nobody telling us where we're going. We're just in a stagnant pool of uncertainty. Northern Ireland has a reputation for a very good education system. There's flaws with it too, but at the minute nothing's being done about those flaws really.
From this, we can see that the current change in academic selection has had a negative effect and caused confusion among teachers. Regardless of selection or not, preparing children for their continued education after primary school is of significant importance for teachers today.
The second key area that we decided to investigate was the issue of inclusive education within mainstream schools. Some teachers are concerned that they do not have the skills to adequately teach children with special educational needs. Some even argue that children with severe difficulties may actually be worse off without specially trained teachers as they have had in the past. However, with inclusion, it is society's viewed as the disabling factor instead of the condition of a particular individual. Therefore, mainstream schools need to adapt their physical environment, teaching styles, and curricular provision to meet, where necessary, the needs of all pupils. One of the difficulties appears to be that inclusion moved too quickly before mainstream schools and teachers had enough time to adapt. Pupils moved out of special schools and into mainstream, but specialist teachers did not move with them. The concept of inclusion extends beyond special educational needs and disabilities to the wider embracement of human diversity. We can see that this can cause difficulty for some teachers because of the fear of the unknown. All teachers need to be adaptable in meeting the diversity of needs in the classroom. They need to be open-minded and be prepared to continue to develop professionally, enabling them to learn, thus ensuring that the needs of all children are met. This is why we believe this to be of importance to teachers today. Special education may be defined in terms of separate but equal, however inclusive education is more aptly described as different but equal.